They thought I was just another remote worker, quiet, replaceable, easy to forget. But when they ghosted me after months of loyal work, no payment, no goodbye, I didn't cry, I didn't beg, I learned, I adapted, and I made sure they never forget me again. My name is Dayo Baker. This is the story of how I turned a silent dismissal into a digital nightmare. If you've ever been ignored, underpaid, or treated like a ghost in your own job, stay with me. You'll want to hear how I haunted their inbox until they paid up and then some. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. Here we go. I was hired as a remote operations assistant for a boutique consulting firm based in Chicago. Nothing flashy, just spreadsheets, scheduling, and client follow-ups. I worked from my small apartment in Nigeria, grateful for the opportunity and determined to prove myself. The team was scattered across time zones, but we made it work. Slack messages, Zoom calls, shared docs. I handled everything from onboarding new clients to preparing weekly reports. My manager, Rachel, always said I was the glue holding things together. Then, one Friday afternoon, I submitted my final report for the quarter. I expected the usual great job or thanks. Instead, I got silence, no reply, no feedback, no payment. I waited through the weekend. Monday came, still nothing. I messaged Rachel, no response. I emailed HR, nothing. I even tried the finance department, crickets. By Wednesday, I realized they had ghosted me. I was stunned. I had worked for them for nearly 8 months, never missed a deadline, never complained, and now they were pretending I didn't exist. I was angry, but I wasn't helpless. I didn't have a tech background. I wasn't a coder. But I was curious, and I had time. I started researching. I read forums, watched YouTube tutorials, joined freelancer groups. I learned about email automation, triggers, and how to use basic tools like Zapier and Google Scripts. It took me to sleepless nights, but I built something, a system, a Ghostbuster. Here's what I did. I had access to their shared Google Workspace at least. I still did. I created a script that monitored activity on the shared drive. Every time someone opened a document I had worked on, it triggered an email. The subject line, unpaid invoice reminder, operation support services. The body was polite. At first, hi there, just a reminder that my final invoice remains unpaid. Kindly process it at your earliest convenience. But with each trigger, the tone escalated. By the 50th email, it included legal language. By the 10th, it referenced breach of contract and international labor violations. I set it to run quietly, no alerts, no visible changes, just emails every single time. Then I waited. Monday morning, 9:12 a.m. first trigger. Someone opened the weekly report, email sent. 9:17 a.m. Rachel accessed the client onboarding sheet, another email. By noon, I had confirmation, 23 logins, 23 emails, all unique, all timestamped. By Tuesday, I started getting replies. Please stop emailing us. We're looking into this. Can you disable the notifications? I responded once, payment clears, email stop. They tried to revoke my access. But I had already duplicated the files and embedded the triggers into shared templates they couldn't easily replace. By Wednesday, I got a call. Not an email, a call. Rachel sounded exhausted. We'll process your payment today. Can you please shut it down? I waited until the funds hit my account. Then I disabled the script, but I wasn't done. After the ordeal, I realized something. I wasn't the only one. Freelancers, remote workers, virtual assistants, we get ghosted all the time. Late payments, no feedback, no respect. So I turned my script into a service. I called it Inbox Echo, a smart invoice reminder tool that triggers based on client activity. It's simple, customizable, and effective. I launched it on a freelancer forum and got 300 signups in the first week. Now I help others haunt the inboxes of companies that think silence is a strategy. And Rachel, she subscribed to Inbox Echo last month. Corporate ghosting is real, but silence doesn't have to be the end of the story. Sometimes it's just the beginning of a digital reckoning. I wasn't a tech genius. I wasn't a hacker. I was just a regular employee who refused to be erased. If you've ever been ghosted by a client or employer, remember, you have tools, you have power, and you have a voice even if it's automated. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs a little inbox revenge.